Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 272nd. Thank you so much for joining in. Today we are small in number. We were feeling low. In fact, not. We were discussing. We were trying to resolve the issue. Issue is we are not regular. Many members are not being regular nowadays, but it's okay. Show must go on. When we are small in number, we enjoy more, we connect more, and we speak more. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the whole idea. That's the whole purpose of this platform, Global Impromptu Speaking. The more you are given a situation in life which is impromptu, we have no idea what's going to throw on our face, but we are going to tackle with grace, with integrity, and with our experience. Ladies and gentlemen, today our host, our topics master is Toastmaster Hong Lee, all the way from Vietnam. Let's put our hands together to welcome this lady, a beautiful lady rather, to give us topics and choose us as the evaluator of that respective speaker. With your thunderous round of applause, Hong Lee on digital podium. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you very much, Thomas. I'm just Ali. I'm very happy to give you with the question today and also have right to your elevator. I'm sorry. Ocean who give you with the comment. First of all, I would like to invite Toastmaster Savita. And then I also want to approach Toastmaster Rohan to give the comment for her speech. So, Toastmaster Savita,
Yes.
so first of all, I would like to note that I will give you a statement. You may agree or disagree with that statement. It's up to you. As long as you give your opinions about that. So firstly, I give you a statement. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. I repeat, the best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. I will post on the chat box.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Hong Lee, and my greetings to everyone present here. Best and beautiful things in the life. What are they? They are, I feel, some moments in our life which we cherish, we remember, we try to relive it if possible. For a mother, best moment is when a child comes in this world. For a girl, when she is of adolescent age, the best moment in her life is when she gets a partner. For a new graduate, the best moment I feel is when he or she gets a good employment. For a child, best moment of the life is when he or she is with the parents and playing around, feels so secured with the parents. Aren't these beautiful moments of our life? All these beautiful moments are made with good relationship. In my opinion, good relationship, whether it is of mother or child, teacher or student, spouse, parents, employee boss, any relationship makes the world beautiful. I've seen people with lots of wealth, but no one to talk to them heart to heart. They are so lonely in this world. They are not happy. I've seen people having best of the things, but deep inside lonely. So the best moment of of our life, I feel, are those moments in which we get something positive things from people around us or from the situations around us. Those moments we cherish and remember, and we try to liaison with that throughout whatever circumstances are there in us. They are felt, they cannot be expressed. Our heart feels those moments and cherishes. Some people are, of course, able to express it into words, but the feeling inside is deep inside, which our heart feels. So, all of you, I request you should create or make those moments in your life mindfully so that your life becomes a beautiful bouquet of flowers which we can enjoy later on. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Honglin.
Thank you very much, Master Savita. Now I would like to invite Master Rohan.
Thank you so much. So Toastmaster Savita, great take on the topic. You directly dive deep into the topic, which was best and most beautiful things cannot be seen, but they must be felt with the heart. So you introduced the speech very well in terms of talking about your perspective on this particular topic, and then you talked about a few situations, and then finally concluded it. The structure was in place. The only thing that I think would have more impact in the speech is if you could expand with a story for any one situation. Like if you mentioned with a mother, with a girl, or many different situations that you mentioned, maybe you could expand with that story and link it to the theme itself so that the audience could relate better to the content more. With a personal story, always works better with such a theme because otherwise, it becomes more philosophical in nature. With a personal story, it becomes more real life and it becomes more connected with the audience because there might be some in the audience who might think the same way as you do, might have experienced the same way as you did. So that is my recommendation. But overall, great work on the structure, on the content, and on how you elaborated on the theme and your perspective on the same. Back to you, Usman.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohan. Thank you for the feedback.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And now I would like to invite Master Jesse. And I also invite Toastmaster Amjad Ali as a evaluator for her. Yes. So the statement to Toastmaster Jesse is, the purpose of our life is to be happy. I repeat it. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. Do you need me to post on the chat box?
No, it's
Yes,
okay.
thank you. Yes.
The purpose of life is to be happy. In every religion, it is said God is love. If God is love, love is happiness, happiness sharing. Today, I saw a video clip. A lady on a wheelchair. She says she's quadriplegic. I can't get that. No, she can't move, but her upper chest is fully alive, and she is so energetic and so inspirational woman. And I wondered myself how these women can share the joy and happiness being paralyzed, stuck to the chair. And it took me, and we are all movable. We have all the limbs and sit on a couch and be couch potatoes. Sometimes to be happy, you must see the people who are less privileged and see them and learn from them. We have become so insensitive, some of us, so that we think we have to get something more to be happy in life. And they are not happy who seek happiness, but who share happiness are always happy. So we need to think inward and be observant in the life and see why people on the street, the poorest of the poor, and all those people are so content in life, whereas why those singers and entertainers are hard pressed, and then they finally we see committed suicide. You don't get to hear many poor people committing suicide, but you get to hear celebrities committing suicide, highly accomplished people, which means it's not in the achievement you be happy. You be happy in what you have, and in sharing your joy with others, you can be happy. And the purpose of life, Toastmaster of the table topic master, is to be happy with what you have and with whatever you can give to others and remain happy. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your very passionate speech. So now I would like to invite Master Amjad Sali for your comment. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Host. And thank you so much, TTM Jessie, for sharing inspirational stories. What I've learned from her speech is happiness is not about success, about money, about fame. It's about your choice. People who are not able to move in their lives, they have chosen to be happy. And people who are successful, they have money, they have fame, they are still struggling. So that means happiness doesn't lie in money, as per her stories, in fame, in positions, but it's your choice. Choose wisely to be happy. I was inspired and moved by her speech from these little cute stories. Yes, I was impressed the way she spoke. She used her body language with conviction, pointing out the finger towards the audience. And that's what we need from a person who is speaking from the conviction. It was not her personal stories, but when you share the experience you have read or heard, that's your personal experience. And that's what I liked about her, DTM Jesse, about your speech. But what I would like you to improve is please continue speaking, continue inspiring. I love listening to you whenever you speak. It comes from your heart, it comes from your brain, it comes from your inner soul. That's what we need. That's what we need in our life. People like you who can move us from these little nuggets of such stories, so we can also feel motivated and feel elated all the time. Thank you so much, and best of luck for your next speech. Thank you, Madam Host.
Yes, thank you so much, Amjad Sali. Thank you very much. So your comment is like a new speech. Thank you. Okay, now I would like to invite Master Rohan, and Toastmaster Babu will be your narrator. So, Toastmaster Rohan, I have a statement for you. Never trust a book by its cover. I repeat it. Never trust a book by its cover. Do you need me to put on the chat box?
No, that's the.
Yeah.
When we come into this world, we are often, when we come into this world, we have no sense of how the world works, no sense of how society actually shapes our lives. But as we grow older, as we go through our formative years, we are influenced heavily by the people around us and their perceptions of life, of how we should trust each other, or how we should perceive each other, and treat each other, treat the people around us. And this often comes with its baggage, right? This often makes us think about certain people in a certain way without us even realizing that we are judging a book by its cover. But there's so much underneath the cover that you often forget that there are actually there's actually a world behind, outside of your perspective, outside of your thinking. And that I have come to realize in a very important manner, because I was in school, and there was my classmate who was very quiet, who was very isolated from the rest of the crowd. He wouldn't communicate with anyone. He wouldn't try to make friends, and we often judged him for that. That he's antisocial, or he's not, he doesn't want to make friends. But that wasn't the case, because when I actually started talking to him, he was very friendly, and he was a bit anxious about making friends because he was new to the class, and he was facing many challenges. So if we had judged him by its cover and went along with that, we would never have discovered the wonderful person that he was, and the wonderful experiences that he shared with us. And eventually we became friends, and we often laughed about the time when he used to sit by himself in class, and be by himself rather than be among a part of a group. So, and my learning from that was, don't judge a book by its cover. Go underneath, find the values that motivate the person, and expand your perspective beyond what you think it is. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much. So I would like to invite Toastmaster Babu for your comments and Dalai.
It was a great personal story and a great example that relates directly to the topic of not judging a book by its cover. And Toastmaster Rohan has justified the statement hugely with his good example. And just for some points, we need to think in table topics, but since the timing is around 10 seconds, so it should not exceed 10 seconds. And rather than, he also made some stories before starting the actual stories. And if that portion could be slightly shortened and he could focus more on the personal story, then the topic will fully justify with whatever he has said on the virtual. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. This is the sentence that the course that my private English teacher always tell me, because he is very high, but always has a lot of tattoo on his body. And so now I would like to invite Toastmaster Amjad, and I will be your moderator.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please. Yes. So the statement for you is, life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. I repeat, life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Do you need me to post on the chat box?
Thank you so much, Madam Topics Master. Life is really simple, but we insist to make it complicated. Let me say it loudly, big, yes. We are expert of making our life complicated. And we insist others to do the same because we allow them to do that. Let's go back in our childhood. Tell me honestly, was your life complicated? Not at all. It was in others' hands, secure hands, our parents, our elders who loved us. Still they do love us. But when we felt, oh my God, I was born by myself and I can manage my life the way I want. I'm the ruler of my life. Then problems started coming in my life because I insisted. I thought I can change my life. I can change my world, which is impossible. We have to connect ourselves always with our roots. That's what I have been always telling. And I will continue preaching and insisting myself, Amjad, continue being humble, because that's where the secret of happy life is. Let's not insist and make our life complicated. Life is simple as we were born. And if we don't demand so much, we don't try to rule the world, don't try to expect from others, then life is simple. Otherwise, when we expect something from somebody, happiness or something else, position, then it becomes complicated. That's our choice. That's my choice. If my life is right now, I would like to use this word like hell, that's my choice. I have allowed people to make my life hell. If I'm happy right now, trust me, I did not allow anybody to get in and hurt me. It's your choice. Keep the doors shut. Wherever you feel you have to keep the doors open. If you feel you want to welcome people in your life. I completely agree with the statement, with the topic, with our topics master. Life is very simple, but we unfortunately insist to make it complicated. Now choice is yours. Wherever you are, it's because of you. Wherever I am right now, it's because of me. I have no right to complain anybody. You have no right to complain anybody. Thank you so much, Madam Topics Master. Back to you.
So thank you very much for your amazing speech as usual. But actually, I have nothing to like give the comment for improvements. So, however, I have some comment for your speak. You text speak quickly. You text topic quickly and smoothly, and you can bring all the people with stick with your speak by bring your personal experience come to your channels, and you have good eye contact, hand direction, and also facial expression, and with the voice sometimes strong and ups and down. So it's very great to like people will be attracted by your speech, very attractive. And I really don't have any comments so that you will be improved in the next times. So thank you very much for your very, very great speech. And I learned a lot from John's speak every day. Thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes. Yes. I'm sorry. So now I would like to invite Bamboo and Toastmaster Savita will be your evaluator. Yes. Okay. Bamboo, I have the topic for you. Love is blind, but marriage is the real eye opener. I repeat it. Love is blind, but marriage is the real eye opener. I will post on the chat board.
Have you ever seen an ocean from a distance? How beautiful it looks. Everyone wants to dive into that ocean because it reflects the color of the heaven, the bluish heavenish color. But is it possible to jump into the ocean and get out of it without facing any trouble unless you are a good swimmer? No matter how good swimmer you are, you might cross a river, you might even swim in a sea, but when it comes to ocean, your experience does not work that much because ocean has its own rules. So in order to cross or to get out of the waves of the ocean, you need to dive into the ocean and learn from it. You need to face the waves of the ocean. Only by facing the waves of the ocean, you will get across the shore, or you will again get back on the board of your ship. That is why a thing that looks beautiful on your eyes, and when you get into that thing, you always get some challenges. And it is up to you that whether you will craft those challenges into positive ones or into negative ones. Because challenges are always there in any field, be it marriage or be it professional life. But the person is the sole decision maker that whether he will craft those challenges into negative challenges and face a very bitter backlash or turn it into positive ones and learn and experience new things from it. Love is something which looks beautiful, but marriage is something which gives you experience, which makes you into a person, a version of yourself better, or a version that is lower. That depends on your activities. Over to you, table topic.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes. So I would like to invite your evaluator, Toastmaster Savita.
Thank you very much, Ongle, for this opportunity. And thank you to DTM Jesse for starting this new thing. In this, there is more learning for everyone. Toastmaster Babu Gupta, wow, what a start of the speech with the question, which engrosses everyone towards the speech. Always starting with the question is, in a Toastmaster speech, said it's a good thing. And the way you related ocean and the love and the marriage, swimming, everything, it was really good. It made all of us easy to understand what actually is to appreciate ocean from far and to be in it, and then to come to know what actually the depth or the challenges of the life are. Like how you explained to us, falling, like being in love, and then actually uh, being in love and then being in the marriage relationship. What is the difference and how you related with the ocean? It was really good. Everyone, I think, understood it. It was very nicely correlated with that, so that it became easier for us to understand. And there was a great learning and message also. So message also that we have to be in that, accept that challenge, and then only you come to know what actually is that is. I think it was a good speech. And in improvement, if I say, if you can bring in your speech, will be just some little bit of tonal quality. So you can just stress on some words in a high tone and then bring it low tone. That is only one point. Otherwise, it was a very good speech. Thank you very much. Back to you, Toastmaster Hongle.
Thank you very much for your comments. And I would like to invite Master Jaya, Jaya.
Okay, good evening.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So now I will give you a statement. You will have comments about that, and I would like to invite Master Jesse as a evaluator for Master Jaya. Yeah. So the topic given to you is always remember that you are absolutely unique. I repeat this. Always remember that you are absolutely unique. I will post on the chat box.
Okay, a very good evening to all impromptu members and dear guests. Thanks for the topic. Yes, I do believe we are all born unique. The Almighty has created us uniquely. Our DNA, our genes of each one of us are different, a different calculation, etc. We must appreciate whom we are, look deep into ourselves, our strength, our weaknesses, and appreciate all the strength that we have. Develop your talent. Whatever skills or talent you have, work on it, improve it, and show to the world what you are. Inner beauty is more valuable than physical beauty, which I always believe. And it's very difficult for all of us to appreciate that, because we are always judged by our physical appearance. We are judged how smart you are, how brainy you are, but not what you are as an individual in nature and character, because that goes a very, very long way from birth till death. As for talent and skills, we must inculcate that and make use of it in a good way, in a good sense. With your talent or skills that you have, you can um, you can teach others, right? Or, for example, if you are good in singing, You can teach your kids, conduct singing class, or go out on a stage and sing, right? So that's what I believe in. We are all born unique. We must appreciate, and the Almighty has given us that. So don't defy him. Don't make him sad, because we are his creation. Over to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your speech. And now I would like to moderator, Toastmaster Jesse.
Yes, Jaya, you are indeed unique. You gave all the characteristics of the strengths and the weaknesses, and you said inner beauty is more important. All of physicality of uniqueness you gave. Uh, I would appreciate it when you said, when the question is asked, you are absolutely unique, Jaya. When I am said I am absolutely, maybe you can bring out your qualities. That Jaya is, this is Jaya, I am this, and I, with like me, there is absolutely no, then you sealed it. Yeah. There, one point, your qualities, narration, explanation was very good. One point to seal would be, it's me, there is none like me, and these are my qualities, and I am unique. You will not find, that would be ideal. Other than that, you were on the point of explaining what is uniqueness. Yeah, over to you.
Thank you very much. And now I would like to invite the last question, Toastmaster Navin. And who will be volunteered to be his evaluator?
Toastmaster Jaya can do.
Yeah. Toastmaster Jaya, can you be the evaluator of Toastmaster Navin or Toastmaster Amjad Wendy?
Amjad can do also.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Let her do that. She did do that. And that's the reason I was just raising hand, because she asked her to volunteer.
Yes. So let me explain to you, because we have the few members today. So when one member has speak and the other member will be evaluator, so please be his evaluator and give the comment for him, so that he will be improve his speech in the next meeting. So now the topic for Toastmaster Navi. A successful man is the one who makes more money than his wife can spend. A successful woman is the one who can find such a man. So I repeat it, and I will post on the chat spot for you. A successful man is the one who makes more money than his wife can spend. And a successful woman is the one who can find such a man. Now I will post on the chat spot for you. Yes. And I don't know. Yes, please. Okay, so please.
Fellow Toastmasters, it is said that women marry men hoping they will change, and men marry women hoping they will not. So each of them are inevitably disappointed. Yes, and one of the main reasons for all this disappointment is because of all these financial matters, money matters, and all these complications which do come up. So of course, whenever there's going to be a demand, there is always going to be there are going to be arguments. And of course, that is the root cause of all evil. And this root cause has been there ever since mankind has evolved. And the more we evolve, the more the strife between a good man and his wife always does take place. Now, of course, you might ask, is there going to be any solution for it? I really do not know how the solution will take place. But I can just give you one or two tips of examples from my own life. Of course, when I got married after 10 years, a good friend of mine asked me, if you were to sum up marriage in one word, how would you really sum it up? So I told him, my dear friend, marriage is not a word. It is a sentence. Indeed, it is a sentence because it is a life sentence. Of course. Now the thing is, it depends on how you really want to take up this life sentence. This life sentence is going to have its own share of ups and downs. It's going to have some good times, some bad times. But of course, at the end of the whole thing, what really counts is the memories which it holds. So the thing is, enjoy every moment of ups and downs. Enjoy the moment of what your wife wants or does not want, or what you want, what you do not want. And of course, a good man and his wife will always stay united once there is always a clear understanding between both of them. Because of course, there are going to be misunderstandings, and that is the beauty of life, to see that where you create a balance, and of course, to each his own. And I respect all married couples, and I always forewarn all the unmarried couples of what lies ahead. Over to you.
Thank you very much for your experience given to me. I will give it as the lesson experience for me. So Toastmaster Jaya, she said that her connection is best. So I don't know whether you can give the evaluation or not. Toastmaster Jaya.
I don't mind giving, but my connection will, in between will go. So
Yes.
is it okay?
Yes, yes. Please.
Okay. TM Naveen, you, I agree with you that one should appreciate um, our wives, what they bring in, how they are compromising, how they are, helping you in terms of earning, earning the bread for you and for the family. And we all should, like all men, all men should appreciate our wives, because I believe um, every female, whether a mother, a daughter, a teacher, grandmother, they play an important role in all spheres of our life. They are multitask, and we should not, degrade them. We must encourage them. So yes, and I also believe we are all equal, no matter what. Who's earning the more, who's earning less, but we, both husband and wife, are, have to like together work towards whatever is needed. That's why I believe that we all are equal, and we must encourage all the women. Over to you.
Thank you very much for your evaluations. Thank you. And now I would like to invite the new member, Joy, just join us. Our court, right? I don't know whether I pronounce correct name or not. Double AQ. Yes,
Yes.
hello?
Yes,
Yes.
Mami.
Yes, yes. So I also like to invite Toastmaster Navin as the evaluator for him.
Sure.
Now the statement for you, you may agree, disagree, is up to you. I read it first. People think being alone makes you lonely, but being surrounded by the wrong people is the loneliest thing in the world. I will push on the chat spot for you. Yes.
Thanks, Hongli, for giving me this beautiful topic. I feel it is customized for me. People thinks being alone makes you lonely, and surrounded by wrong people is something which brings more loneliness. How many of you have lived alone for more than 10 years? I can see few raise of hands. I have lived approx 13 years of my life as alone. But do I feel lonely? That's the question to answer. Being surrounded by wrong people, you don't just feel lonely, you feel frustrated. You feel that what is it going on? What is this surrounding I'm living in? What is it, this environment? And I can recall a 2019 incident wherein I was boiling because of the atmosphere I was living in. Lot of negativity. I was not able to put through my mind, and I was not able to, do things I was supposed to do. My productivity decreased like anything. Morning I reach office, I see 3 negative emails. I'm like, what is this happening? Let me work. People don't let you work. I was awestruck. What is it this going on? I should come out of it. And with God's grace, I was able to switch the job and I found a more peaceful job. So this topic, when it says that you are surrounded by wrong people, you don't just feel lonely, you feel like you are living in an island where there is no support system, there is no one looking for you, there is no one caring for you. And that is the bad thing which can happen to any one of us. So if I have lived alone of my life last 13 years, I never felt lonely, but that 2019 year where I was surrounded by wrong people in a negative environment, that was hell of my life. I would like to ask the same answer from Hongli. When did you feel that you have lived a lonely life? Over to you.
So you asked me the question. Thank you very much. I feel lonely. I live a lonely life. I don't have any man to love, and no man love me. That's my answer. So now I would like to invite your evaluator, Master Navi. Yes.
Toastmaster Akib Javed, you had explained all the ingredients of what it is to be lonely, and of course, what it is to be lonely with wrong people, and you gave it with a personal example of yours. That is when you were surrounded by wrong people in your workplace and how you felt at that time. We could get a sense of the difference between being surrounded is worse than even being lonely. Yes, and you spent a considerable time, and you started your speech, your table topic, by asking a question which really engaged us as an audience, because I've not stayed lonely for such a long time, maybe for about a month or 2 months, that's it. But but of course, for a person who stayed lonely for such a huge duration, you are much more qualified to attempt this topic than than probably anyone else. Sorry. Yeah, one thing which I would suggest in this particular topic is that probably you could also tell us a way out of it. That is how you overcame the obstacles of loneliness. That would give us some more inspiration of what to do in case we feel lonely at any time, maybe because of wrong people or maybe due to any circumstances. So that would have been a little bit of a complete table topic. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So now I'm very happy if someone volunteer give me a topic, and also someone volunteer to be my evaluator.
I think someone can give you a topic and Toastmaster Akib can evaluate.
Yes.
So
Okay.
who would like to give topic to Hongli?
May I give you a topic?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
All right. Your topic is, Hongli, is handle a book just as a bee does a flower. extract its sweetness, but do not damage it. I'll put
One
it,
long sentence. Yeah. You may read
yeah,
this again. Yeah.
yep. I put it in the chat.
Yes. And
Handle a book as a bee does a flower. Extract its sweetness, but do not damage it.
Yes, I got it. Thank you very much for your very, very interesting and difficult topic given to me. Okay, so let me talk about one of my very good habits. But in the view of some people is not good. I have habits of books, English book every month. When I receive salary, I will buy a new English book. The reason because firstly, I want to push myself to read it more and more every day. And then secondly, I want to show up with some men that I want to be attracted, just to be attracted. And actually, when reading books, I love so much some great sentences there because it gives me the real and very great lessons in my works, my life, and also my love. I learned and I find out that I experienced the bad thing that they priced out in the book, and then I I saw my mistake there, and I learned great lesson from there that I still feel struggles in life. So they said that books is the greatest teachers in our life, and that's correct. And the book is the I think the book is the most expensive thing in the world. So back to your topic given to me, handle books at the bee does a flower. I try traces, but do not damage. I do not really understand when you mentioned about damages. It means that I like break it or something like that. But of course, I try its sweetness. I get the great sentence. I guess I gain the great lesson from there, and I always keep it carefully. So I just do it as you said. So thank you very much. So now I would like to invite my moderator.
Yes. You started by saying two usages. Firstly, that you wanted to learn something out of it. Second, because you wanted to become attractive. I was trying to listen through properly, but just because of accent change. But the thing which I liked in your speech, you had few personal examples. You were very honest that you did not understand the second part of it. But I would suggest, rather than being honest, whatever you come across, you can go ahead with this, because ultimately, if you're going for a contest or somewhere, it will decrease your numbers. So be confident. Let us accept that damaging means literally scratching the book, and you go ahead with it. So that you're confident throughout the speech. And third one is, again, concluding 1, 2, 3 points, whatever you spoke throughout the meet. So in last 5 seconds, you could have given one liner wherein we conclude everything. So these 2, 3 things would have added value to the speech. And as an evaluator, I have to put more focus to learn what is coming out from your mouth because of the accent change, and that is for me. That's not for you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your very useful comment given to me. And with that, I think we should finish it right now. So Mother, actually.
Thank you so much, Hong Li. Beautiful session, a very professional one. I think it was detailed somehow, and we had some reservations while starting the session, but I think while concluding, I feel like it's an accomplishment. Like today, we thoroughly spoke and evaluated by our respective members. Ladies and gentlemen, today our host was Toastmaster Hong Li, all the way from Vietnam. Let's put our hands together to thank her first of all. Beautiful, very simple topics, and the evaluations done by each one of you are thought-provoking, of course, enriching, and worth improving, worth taking back home, since we are still home, since we are at home, but still we can take it in our bedrooms. Ladies and gentlemen, with that power vested in me as a host of this very meeting, I adjourn the meeting. Thank you.